You guys see the title and thumbnail. Let's get right into this. My top 10 favorite WWE wrestlers of 2021 so far. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So, you guys read the title and thumbnail. Title and thumbnail? Yeah, whatever. Let's get right into this. Number 10, Mustafa Ali. And you guys are probably wondering, Mustafa Ali, it's very weird and strange. Yes. Now, I know Retribution has not been doing good. I know that. But, personally, his last match on Monday Night Raw against Riddle has been, oh my God, it was amazing. And in fact, we're getting it again at Fastlane, and I'm looking forward to that match. And after watching that match, I appreciate the work of Mustafa Ali and the role he's been giving, even though, Retribution hasn't been successful as people thought it would have been. You still have to give the man credit of what he's been doing. He's improved on mic. His in-ring ability is amazing. And for that, he's number 10. Number 9, Bianca Belair. Now, she did win the Royal Rumble. Good job on that. And WWE likes to change their plans a lot. And when I saw Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair, I was like, please not Charlotte Flair. And they got me. So for that, I'm glad Bianca Belair did win the Royal Rumble. I did predict her to win the Royal Rumble. Now she's feuding against Sasha Banks. Not the best feud in my opinion. The match will be great at WrestleMania. I'm telling you that right now, guys. The match will be good at WrestleMania. Just give it time. But, we did see the storyline progress on SmackDown. Now they're fighting for the title at Fastlane. I'm pretty sure they're not going to win it. And yeah, when she did win the Royal Rumble, I said she will pick Sasha Banks, which she did. And I said the match will be good at WrestleMania. And I said it could main event WrestleMania if it's a good enough storyline. And it's not a good enough storyline. Personally, I'd rather see McIntyre and Bobby Lashley on the first night. And then obviously Roman Reigns and Edge on the second night. So yeah, they are fighting at WrestleMania too, which I said. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, number 8, Daniel Bryan. Now, this guy is literally the GOAT of wrestling. He had one of the best moments at WrestleMania. He fought in the triple threat match. I think it was against Triple H and Batista, if my mind serves me correct. Now he is feuding against Roman Reigns. And Daniel Bryan knows wrestling. He knows it. His yes chants were getting a bit stale, and then he did this whole planet save trees gimmick, and it worked. It worked so well. Him and Eric Rowan teaming up, I love that. I don't know about you guys, and that whole storyline dating back with Roman Reigns, Eric Rowan, and him with the whole incident of something falling on him. I don't know. I love that storyline. I like that run with Daniel Bryan. But personally, I'm liking this one. He said he is going to become a part-timer after WrestleMania, which is pretty sad. But he's done everything that he could possibly do in WWE. So, go home, spend time with your kids, and we'll see you in the near future. But he might be in that match at WrestleMania against Edge and Roman Reigns. Personally, I don't want to see it. I'd rather have a one-on-one match than a triple threat. But he is fighting against Roman Reigns tonight on SmackDown, and we'll see where it goes from there. Number 7, give me Randy Orton. One, if not my all-time favorite in the company. He's feuding against Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt. He burnt The Fiend. And unpopular opinion, when he did win the title against Drew McIntyre, I wanted a longer title reign. I did. Personally, I think he should have had a longer title reign now. He is probably going to face The Fiend at WrestleMania. And yeah, he's facing Alexa Bliss in a match tonight. I don't know how that's going to go. Number 6, Sasha Banks. Now, this one is, I would say, on majority of top 10 list. She has more star power than some of the males on the roster. And I like that. And a fun fact about me is when she returned at Monday Night Raw after her hiatus and she turned on Natalia, remember Natalia gave that speech because, her father passed away, and then she returned. And I think she took off the wig, or did she attack her and then take off the wig? Something like that, and she pretty much turned heel. I was at that Raw. Let's just say I was shocked, but I'm a huge fan of Sasha Banks. And major props to Sasha Banks and Bayley on carrying the women's division pretty much the whole pandemic. They won the tag titles. They were going to NXT and Raw, going on 3 shows and pretty much performing 3 times a week. And, they were actually pre-recorded too. So imagine all the wrestling they did, and they didn't take any time off. So major props to Sasha Banks and Bayley. Definitely, Sasha Banks is my favorite women's wrestler, even though she is at number 6, but she is my favorite women's wrestler. So that goes to show from now until the end, there is no more women's wrestlers. And, obviously, Sasha Banks and Bayley have very good chemistry in the ring. We saw that in their Brooklyn match at NXT TakeOver. We saw it in the Hell in a Cell match. And I made a predictions video on that. And I said, in that prediction, this will be match of the night. And it was. Number 5, give me Apollo Crews. Now, when you look at Apollo Crews, you just see a smiling baby face. I even said that yesterday in my video last night or day or whatever I posted it. And then we saw a cutscene with him and Roman Reigns hanging out in Reigns' office. And then he goes on talking smack with Paul Heyman. And then he pretty much talks about everything. And then he changed Apollo Crews. And now Apollo Crews brought out the real Apollo Crews. And I'm loving this gimmick. And I can't wait for their match tonight. Number 4, give me Sami Zayn. Now, I know it's, maybe unpopular, who has Sami Zayn? I see some people having Sami Zayn in their top 10, but definitely not top 5. For me, he's number 4. Now, if you ask me, hey, give me your top 10 rankings. If you asked me that last year, Sami Zayn would not be in my top 10. And I did not like Sami Zayn at all, especially this trio with Nakamura, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. The most random put together tag team. And I hated SmackDown at the time. Hated. I didn't watch it for 2 months. In fact, I made a rant video on SmackDown. And now previously, a couple of months ago, maybe 2 months ago or last month, I made a video on saying why SmackDown is the best wrestling show. And it still is to this day. And then he comes back, I don't know when he came back, but he did face Jeff Hardy and whatnot for the title, who was the real Intercontinental Champion. And then now he has a whole camera crew, a documentary, WWE having a conspiracy theory on him. I love this gimmick. I don't know why. It's my highlight on Fridays. It really is my highlight on Friday nights. So for that reason, Sami Zayn, he's so entertaining right now that he doesn't even need a title. He doesn't need a title. I'm fine with him not winning a title. And I read a report that said that the whole documentary crew will actually lead to a documentary later on. And I cannot wait for that documentary on the WWE Network. It's going to be funny as hell, man. Because how most documentaries, Drew McIntyre, the path of Drew McIntyre finally becoming the champion, looking back at his past, getting released. Imagine the whole, it will just be different. And that's what I like about this one. Number 3, give me Bobby Lashley. Now, same thing with Sami Zayn. If you asked me about a year to rank Bobby Lashley, he wouldn't be in my top 10. Look what he was doing a year ago, right? Let's bring you back down memory lane. He paired up with Lana. And then he was showing his ass in the middle of the ring. I can't make this up. You guys see it right now on your screen. Let's go to the next slide. I can't look at that anymore. And then him and MVP team up. I'm like, okay, this could lead to something. And then not only did MVP help Bobby Lashley, he helped 2 others. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin win the tag titles. And then now they're the Hurt Business. They're probably the most entertaining thing on Raw right now. Now, I know they're not the tag team champions anymore. I don't know why. Personally, I would love to see them as tag team champions again. And then he goes and wins the United States champion. And then he defeats Riddle. He defeats Braun Strowman. Literally destroys the whole mid-card division. And then he finally wins the WWE champion. Now that's how you book a superstar in a span of 1 year. Now I know it was about a couple months. Well, look at his history. You know, he's teamed up with Lana and then Leo Rush and now MVP. In a year. That was 1 year, guys. Keep that in mind. Number 2, give me Seth Rollins, one of my favorites in WWE to this day. I mean, you guys can tell he's number 2. Personally, my favorite character of Seth Rollins was Authority Rollins with J&J Security, Kane, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. Pretty much the Authority. He was with the Authority. And then he had one of the best rivals of the year in 2020, him and Rey Mysterio. A lot of people said it carried on too long. I'm in the minority. I thought it was perfect length. I loved this rival. It was my favorite part of Monday Night Raw at the time. And now he's feuding against Cesaro. And we might get that match at WrestleMania. And what a spot that was with the swing with Cesaro. That was hilarious. And now he might pair up back with Buddy Murphy. They hinted it last week at it. Who knows? And then number 1, obviously Roman Reigns. I mean, is this a question? He returns at SummerSlam. He has a shirt, wreck everyone and leave. He's acting like a badass. And we're like, okay, this is interesting. We go on SmackDown the next week. He's with Paul Heyman. And we're like, damn, he really just turned heel. And then he has the rival of the year with his own cousin, Jey Uso. What a rival that was. Great storytelling, amazing match. And then he's still the champion, having a dominant reign. And now he's facing Edge at WrestleMania. Maybe. It might be a triple threat match. Who knows? That's probably the best booking since SummerSlam. Roman Reigns is on a different mode right now. He is delivering the best promo of his promos. You know, he improved on the mic a lot, and he has to be number 1 on anyone's list. So those are my top 10. If you guys kind of forget, 10 was Mustafa Ali, 9 was Bianca Belair, 8 was Daniel Bryan, 7 was Orton, 6 was Sasha Banks, 5 was Apollo Crews, 4 was Sami Zayn, 3 was Lashley, 2 was Rollins, 1 was Reigns. Now, I might make this video again later in the year, like October, November, see what's changed. And yeah, so that will do it here. Tell me your top 10 favorites or just 5, whatever, in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.